Hey guys, welcome. It's 2025 and Elder Scrolls Online stands at a strange crossroads. Over the years, we see massive updates, new zones, subclass changes, and reworks. But right now, the game feels like it's holding its breath. ESO isn't dead, but it's definitely waiting for something big. The Season Pass shift. One of the biggest changes this year has been to the Season Pass system. It's created mixed feelings. Some players appreciate the added structure and rewards, while others feel it's just another monetization layer stacked on top of outdated content loops. The grind feels less like a choice and more like an obligation. So we talk about the direction of the game. ESO's direction right now is so hard to read. There's talk of long-term engine updates and future expansions, but nothing solid. Meanwhile, Sauce seems to be focusing more on maintaining what's already there than innovating. The energy that once pushed the game forward, like Moorland and Somerset days, feels like something is missing. The mess in Cyrodiil. And then there's Cyrodiil, the ongoing testing phases, the lag, and the endless PvP experiments. Players are calling it Cyrodiil Vengeance. It's become a testing ground for the devs instead of vibrant battlefield it used to be. Performance still struggles and morale among PvP players is low. Subclass changes and testing. The subclass and hybridization changes have been some of the biggest shifts we've seen, but also some of the most controversial. Players love the idea of more freedom, but balancing has indeed been very rough. Certain combinations dominate, others feels left behind, and builds that used to define the meta are now obsolete. The current stalemate. Right now, ESO feels like it's in a stalemate. Long-time players are logging in and out of loyalty, content creators are slowing down, and many veterans are testing other MMOs, from Throne of Liberty to Blue Protocol, or even going back to Guild Wars 2, hoping ESO finds its spark again. Fixes for casuals. So ladies and gentlemen, before you assume where I'm going with this, just wait, because I got a few minor tape fixes that might actually help some of the problems we're facing in PvP, PvE, and for both casuals and endgamers. Let's start with casual players. We can all have our own opinions of what counts as casual or endgame, but for the sake of this video, I'll keep it simple. Casuals might spend a few hours a week or dozens farming, doing quests, exploring the story, and just relaxing in Tamriel. Endgamers, on the other hand, are the ones grinding parses, optimizing every stat, farming gear, and perfecting trial runs for hours on end, chasing no deaths, speedruns, and hard mode achievements. What keeps casual around? Now here's the truth. There are so many MMOs out there right now, so what makes ESO different enough to keep casual players around? Honestly, not much. Everything a casual can do in ESO, they can do in other games. Sometimes smoother, sometimes faster, and sometimes with better incentives. Why they stay or don't. For casuals, MMOs are their escape, a way to unwind after work or relax on a weekend when the kids are at grandma's. The thing that keeps them coming back isn't hardcore content, it's comfort and accessibility, the ability to log in, do what they love, and feel rewarded for. The fix. And here's one fix that could actually make a difference. If Cinemav wants ESO to live long term, they had to make it fully cross-platform. PC, console, mobile, Chromebooks, tablets, all sync through one unified account system. Because let's be real, about 90% of the player base are casual players. Accessibility is what keeps a community alive, not just another DLC or season pass. Give people more ways to play, and you'll keep more people in Tamriel. PvP in the endgame. Now let's talk about PvP and the endgame. Players, the real grinders. Unless you're casual, most of the content in ESO probably already feels more than enough. But for high-end PvE and PvP players, it's getting stale. Sure, we can always say we need more content, but content alone doesn't fix the problem. Because more content doesn't mean anything if there's no motivation, no real reward for doing the hard stuff. Without purpose or a goal, even the hardest content becomes pointless. The competitive void. Think about it. A lot of ESO top end players are professionals at what they do. They master the game at the highest level. But what keeps them pushing forward, there has to be competition. There has to be something to chase. Not just titles or cosmetics, but recognition, structures, and stake. What other games get right? Look at games like Mobile Legends or League of Legends. They're repetitive, sure. The graphics are not very groundbreaking, but what keep people coming back? And keep in mind, these are mobile games and PC. Is it the dream, the chance, the opportunity? For casuals, maybe it's just simple as unlocking a new skin or rank. But for serious, die-hard players, it's the hope, even the illusion, that one day they could go pro, join a team, compete, or step into esports. ESO could do it. And before you call me crazy, hear me out. Even games like Albion Online and Black Desert Online have small to mid-scale tournaments with real money on the line. If they can do it, why not ESO? Their potential's here, big potential. It just needs structure, leadership, and incentive. The meta problem. Of course, we can't ignore the biggest elephant in the room, the PvP meta. It's broken, overbalanced, completely inconsistent, but that's fixable. All it takes is some rules, some restrictions, and proper competition framework. Give players an arena mode or even community-run sanctioned tournaments, and watch how quickly that spark returns. Everyone's waiting, not for the next DLC, but for a revival. ESO still has one of the strongest worlds, best lore, and most passionate communities in MMO history. The question is, can Sanimas bring it back to the life before it's too late? We don't want ESO to die, we just want it to live again.